There's a moment in life you feel heavy weight on your shoulder, yet you cannot explain why. You wake up tired, even after a full night rest. You begin to notice blessings slipping away, relationship breaking down, opportunities turning into disappointments. Deep inside, you sense something is not right, like a shadow following you everywhere you go. This is not coincidence. This is not bad luck. Sometimes unseen hands are working against you. Sometimes the reason your soul feel trapped, your heart feel heavy, and your spirit feel drained is because someone is secretly working witchcraft on you. Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you from self-experience. The truth is, when your light shine too bright, there will always be those who envy you. When your destiny is powerful, there will always be those who try to block it. But the good news is, awareness is the first step to freedom. Once you recognize the signs, no spell, no curse, no dark intention can keep you bound. I will reveal to you undeniable signs. Someone doing witchcraft against you. Listen with your heart, not your ears. What you are about to hear could be the difference between staying trapped or finally breaking free. There comes a point when you realize that the fatigue you feel is not natural. It is not because of your work. It is not because of the weather. It's not even because of the pressures of life. You wake up in the morning and still feel heavy, as if something invisible has drained your strength during the night. No matter how much you rest, no matter how much you eat, or try to take care of yourself, your body does not respond. Instead, your energy feels stolen, your spirit feels robbed. This is one of the first, most dangerous signs that witchcraft is being done against you. Because witchcraft does not always come in the form of dramatic rituals or dark figures with candles. It often comes in silence, as an unseen force that weakens you slowly until you no longer recognize yourself. Your body begins to manifest what your spirit is carrying. You see, energy cannot be hidden. If your soul is under attack, your body will speak. You will feel aches with no reason, headaches that medicine cannot cure, a weakness that doctors cannot explain. You will find yourself questioning, why do I feel this way? Why do I no longer have the strength I once had? But the truth is, when someone uses witchcraft against you, their intention is to drain your life force. They want to see you tired so that you cannot fight. They want to see you weak so you cannot rise. They want to question your own health so you lose hope in recovering. This is their strategy, to make you believe that you are powerless. Yet I tell you today, you are not powerless. You must understand that the body follows the spirit. If your spirit is restored, your body will begin to heal. If your mind refuses to surrender, your energy will return. The very reason you are being attacked is because your light is strong and people don't cast shadows on what's already dark. They only try to block what shines. So if you feel this unexplainable tiredness, you're not simply, don't accept it as fate. It's a signal, it's a message. Something or someone is working in secret against your energy. And the moment you recognize it, you begin to take back your power, because awareness is the first step toward breaking free. Say to yourself, I will not allow my spirit to be drained. I will not allow my body to be weakened by forces that do not belong to me. I reclaim my strength. I reclaim my light. I reclaim my life. This is how you fight back, not with fear, but with awareness, not with despair, but with inner strength. Because the truth is, no curse can survive against a soul that refuses to surrender. Have you ever noticed how life can feel when it's moving forward? Doors are opening, blessings are flowing, and then suddenly everything stops. The job looked certain, disappear. The relationship was growing strong, collapses overnight. The opportunities that once chased you vanish without a trace. You begin to feel like you are walking into walls no matter which direction you turn. This is not always coincidence. This is not always life just being hard. Sometimes sudden blockages in life are the result of witchcraft. When someone envies your progress, when someone cannot stand to see you rise, they send out energy designed to close the doors in front of you. They cannot stop your destiny, but they can place obstacles in your path, hoping that you will grow weary and give up. Think about it. Doors once opened easily now remain shut. People who once supported you now turned their backs. The flow of abundance that once felt natural now becomes like slipping through your fingers. You question yourself, what I'm doing wrong? Why does it feel like everything is against me? The truth is, it is not always about what you are doing wrong. Sometimes it's about what others are doing in secret. When witchcraft is sent against you, it is like someone placing spiritual roadblocks on your path. The purpose is to confuse you, to frustrate you, to make you lose hope. Because if they can convince you that your life will never move forward, then they win. But here's the truth you must hold on. No one has the authority to permanently block what was divinely written for you. A delay is not a denial. An obstacle is not the end of the road. It is simply a test to your strength. The more they try to close doors in front of you, the more you determine to push forward. And these moments, your spirit must rise. You cannot afford to bow your head in defeat. You must declare, every blockage sent against me will crumble. Every obstacle placed before me will be removed. No hand raised against my destiny shall prosper. Because life is not just about the physical, it is about the spiritual forces that operate in unseen. The reason the blockages feel sudden, because they are not natural, they are engineered, and the way you fight what is engineered in darkness is by shining the light of awareness and refusing to quit. So if you are experiencing sudden blockages in your career, in your finances, in your relationship, understand this. You are not cursed to remain stuck. You are being attacked because you are chosen for more. The enemy always targets the one who's carrying treasure. If your life feels blocked, it is because there is something valuable inside of you that someone wants to bury. But remember this, no one can bury a seed that is destined to rise. You may feel blocked today, but tomorrow the same door that was closed will swing wide open. Stay steadfast, stay strong, because your destiny cannot be stolen. It can only be delayed. There are battles you cannot see with your eyes. And often, those battles reveal themselves in the silence of the night. You close your eyes to rest, but instead of peace, you are met with dreams filled with fear. Shadows chasing you, snakes wrapping around you, faceless figures standing in the dark. You wake up sweating, your heart racing, sometimes even afraid to go back to sleep. This is not just the mind playing tricks. Nightmares, especially when they are constant and repetitive, are a powerful sign that witchcraft is being directed against you. Why? Because the night is when the soul is most vulnerable. When you sleep, your body rests, but your spirit remains awake. And if dark forces are at work against you, they will try to invade your dreams. Think about it. Why do these nightmares feel so real? Why do you wake up carrying the same fear you felt in your sleep? Because the attack is not only in the mind, it is aimed at the spirit. And when the spirit is disturbed, the entire being is shaken. Witchcraft often works by planting fear, because fear is a prison. If they can make you afraid even in your sleep, then they know your waking life will be filled with doubt, hesitation, and anxiety. You will begin to question yourself. Second, to lose your path and peace that keep you strong. That's their intention, to rob you of rest, so that you walk through your days weary and weakened. Let me tell you something powerful. Your dreams are also a message. They are warnings, signals that something is wrong in the unseen. Instead of being consumed by fear, you must see them as evidence that your spirit is alert. Your inner self is warning you. There is something you need to fight. There is something you must resist. How do you fight? Not with fear, but with authority. When the nightmares come, you must rise stronger in the day. When the darkness whispers to you, sleep, you must declare in waking, I am untouchable. I am protected. No darkness can dwell where my light shines. Remember this, fear in dreams is only powerful if you carry it into reality. The moment you choose not to be afraid, the nightmares lose the hold. The more you strengthen your spirit, the less access they have to disturb your sleep. So if you are facing recurring nightmares, do not dismiss them. Recognize them as a sign. They mean someone is working against you, but also means that your spirit is strong enough to know this. And if your spirit can know this, it can resist. The night does not belong to darkness. It belongs to you as much as the day does. Do not surrender your peace. Do not give on your rest. Stand firm and declare, even in my sleep, I am free. Even in my dreams, I am victorious. Even in the silence of the night, I will not bow to fear. Because when you take back your nights, your days will begin to shine brighter. One of the clearest signs of witchcraft directed against you is when the very people you love, the one who once stood closest to you, suddenly turn into strangers. Relationships that once felt strong begin to collapse. Friendship that once brought joy begin to wither. Families that once stood united suddenly find themselves in war. Have you noticed this? Arguments are out of nowhere. Words spoken that cut deeper than they should. People walk away from your life without reason, leaving you confused and broken. Not always natural. This is not always natural because people change. Sometimes it's dark energy were sent to divide you. You see, witchcraft thrives in separation. When you are connected to people who love you, support you, and strengthen you, you are harder to attack. When the bond is broken, when isolation sits in, you become more vulnerable. That is why one of the common work of witchcraft is to stir up conflict in your relationship, in your community. They plant suspicion, they amplify small disagreement, they magnify emotion until even the closest people no longer see each other clearly. This is why you may find yourself fighting battles that don't make sense. One day everything is peaceful, and the next day it feels as though someone's flipped the switch and chaos entered. Your friendships, your workplace, the enemy knows. If they can separate you from love, they can weaken your spirit. But here's the truth you must hold into. Genuine love and connection cannot be permanently destroyed by darkness. The storm will come, the conflict will rise, but bonds are stronger than curses. What break relationship is not the attack, it's when people surrender to the attack. So when conflict arises unnaturally, you must pause and ask yourself, is this really the person that I know? Or is there something else at work here? Awareness alone can save you from reacting with anger. Anger feeds the very energy sent against you, but love dismantles it. This is why you must be intentional about protecting your relationships. Speak life into them. Refuse to allow division to control you. Declare over yourself, over your loved one. No weapon formed against us will prosper. No spells spoken against our bond will stand. We are united. In unity will break every curse. Remember this. When witchcraft tries to destroy your relationships, it's because you are surrounded by people who carry light. They will not fight so hard to break your connections if your connection was not powerful. The fact that your relationship are under attack means they are important to your destiny, so stand firm. Refuse to allow envy, jealousy, or manipulation to steal your destiny helpers. Choose love, even in the storm, because when you protect yourself with love, wisdom, and awareness, the dark forces will pull apart. You know, yes, there's a heaviness when you watch the fruit of your labors slip away. No matter how hard you work, your hand empty. Money arise, vanish. Opportunities come close only to disappear at the very last moment. Projects you put yourself into fail without reason. Doors that seems wide open suddenly shut before you can walk through them. This is not always a matter of poor choices or lack of effort. Sometimes, most of the time, this is the direct result of witchcraft. You know, here's some tips. Isolate. Isolate for battle, not isolate out of fear. Isolate. Put boundaries and engage in spiritual warfare. Yes, engage in spiritual warfare. You know? Yeah. You can't. You can't. You know? You can't just let these things eat you in life. I don't want to do anything. I just want to do spiritual warfare. I don't care how long it's gonna take. You know? Why you will become like this? I don't care how much long will take, because you will see yourself once you stepped in spiritual warfare. You will see yourself getting stronger, better, healthier, powerful. Your gifts will start showing. Things will start changing in your life. So like what do you prefer? To give up and sit in darkness, or to fight and keep elevating? As long as you are fighting, as long as you are going up. Once you surrender, it's finished. Yes. Have a good day and hope you enjoyed this spiritual information.